Hi everyone, welcome back to Project Rich Mom. If you are new here, my name is Gemma, and over on this channel we talk about everything money, basically, budgeting, savings, and how to increase your income. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 8 different ways that you can start to create an income from home. We're taking a look at legitimate businesses that you can start now and you can continue to grow. One thing I want to say up front is these are not get-rich-quick schemes. These are not MLMs. These are not digital marketing courses, because I'm just not really a fan of those business models. So we're going to be taking a look at things that you can start if you're looking to supplement your income around your normal 9 to 5, around your kids, around studying, or if you're looking to start a fully fledged business. There should be something here for you. Everything that we're going to be talking about requires different skill sets, different levels of effort and investment, but most of these businesses that we're going to talk about, you can start if you have a computer and a Wi-Fi connection. First up, becoming a virtual assistant. Virtual assistants provide administrative support to businesses, to entrepreneurs, to people that just want help running their households, and they do it remotely. Now, some of the things that you might be asked to do include email management, calendar management, data entry, document organization, and customer services. You might be asked to make travel plans for someone. You might offer services that include social media management and content creation. You might set up marketing campaigns, whether it's on social media or through email. You might carry out invoice and billing or basic bookkeeping services, as well as doing project management and research. The list really is endless, and the great thing about being a virtual assistant is that you can offer whatever services you have the expertise and skills in. You can charge hourly, and in the UK you're probably looking around £15 to £25 an hour. Again, it depends massively on the services that you offer and the experience that you have, but the more experience that you do have, make sure that your prices are reflecting that and that you are valuing your own time. You can also offer retainer contracts where a client will pay you a set amount every month, and for that they get up to a certain amount of hours of your time guaranteed. They also get priority if they reach out to you to perform a task. Now, this can be really tempting for a business owner, because the last thing they want is to get used to having you do all of those things for them, and then they email and say, hey, can you create a newsletter for me, for example, and you're fully booked. Definitely worth trying to push for those retainer customers as well as those pay hourly ones. Now, if you are more active and you like to be outdoors and you love animals, the next business that you can start is a dog walking business. Now, these are booming in my local community. I'm pretty sure it's the pandemic effect, when lots of people were at home and they got dogs and then went back to work and suddenly the dogs are at home a lot. So if you are an animal lover, this can be a really rewarding way of earning some extra cash. So you can start off by advertising in your local area, or you can sign up to apps like Rover or Wag or Gowalkies. It's completely up to you. Your services might include 30-minute dog walks, more for 60 minutes. It might be for multiple dogs. You might also offer a service where you go in and you just check on pets, so it's not just dogs that you are offering that service to. You may also want to think about providing overnight care for animals, where you either have them in your home or you go to your client's home and take care of their pets whilst they're away. I will say you need to make sure that you've got the correct insurance for this one and that you are registered if you need to be in your local area, but you can do a quick Google search and find out whether that applies to you. Now, a third way to be able to make money from home is through YouTube. By creating content and building up an audience, you can then monetize your channel with ad revenue, with sponsorships. You can create your own merchandise. There are multiple different ways that you can leverage an income from YouTube. I do this one myself. You may have seen ads on this video. And every time an ad plays, I now get a certain cut on how much those advertisers are paying to place their ads on videos. So like I said, the ways that you can monetize YouTube are through ad revenue. So once you have 4,000 hours worth of watch time within the last 12 months and 1,000 subscribers, you can apply to join the YouTube Partnership Program, and that is when you get to enjoy a cut of that ad revenue. You can also take a look at affiliate marketing, and that is where if you recommend a product or a brand, you have a link, and when somebody clicks on that link, if they make a purchase, you will make a small amount of money from that at no extra cost to your viewer. You might want to take on sponsorships, and that is where a brand will pay you directly for talking about their product or the services or creating an ad with them. You can also look at membership. Now you can have channel membership through YouTube itself, or you can set up on a separate platform such as Patreon, which is very, very popular with creators, and charge memberships where you can offer your viewers extra and more videos, more behind the scenes content. And of course, if you are creating a YouTube channel that is based around another business where you are selling physical products, and we're going to talk about some of those in a little while, you can use YouTube to advertise your other business. You can use it to create direct sales for your product or your services that you're creating, so that you can encourage your audience to buy the product or service that you are making. Now, staying on the content creator niche, another way to make money is through UGC. Now, UGC stands for User Generated Content. It is a massively growing trend where brands will pay kind of everyday people to create short videos for them that they can then use on their social media or in advertising campaigns, because it creates this really authentic content for them. They want their customers, and they appreciate that their customers like to see products being used at home by normal people, because it gives you a more realistic view of how you might use it. So in order to start with UGC, there are several ways. You can create a TikTok account that is specifically for UGC. Make sure you put the UGC in your bio and in your name, and then just start creating content. You can reach out directly to brands and try and sell yourself. You can advertise on places like Fiverr. You can also join a UGC platform, which will help you to see which advertisers or which brands are looking for UGC creators, and then you can apply to them. UGC content is accelerating massively right now, so it is a really great time to jump in, because there is a lot of money to be made in that industry. Now, if you are a natural teacher, the next business we are going to talk about is online tutoring. This is a fantastic way to be able to share your knowledge and to earn money, and you can work it in from home. There is a huge demand for online tutors. So whether you have expertise in English, maths, science, there's really core subjects. If you are looking for even more flexibility in terms of what sort of times you can work, then looking into teaching English as a foreign language might be the way to go for you, because you are going to have students from all across the world, all different time zones, who are going to be using that service, which means if you only have a few hours very late in the evening, then you can still earn money. There are many platforms that you can sign up to that offer tutoring, and I will say that one of the key things into making sure that your profile stands out above everybody else's is to make sure that you get really, really detailed on your profile. Make sure you put down all of your experience so that the students feel confident in your ability. Next up, we are talking freelancing. Things that I love about freelancing is that it really gives you the freedom to be able to work on various different projects. No matter what your skill set is, you have something to offer in freelancing. Whether you are a writer or a graphic designer, whether you are a whiz at marketing, or even a HR specialist, there are people out there who are looking for your skill set for a project. A good way to start finding clients is by using platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer, because on there you'll be able to find gigs that match your skills and your interests. Again, as with the tutoring, if you are going to be signing up for these platforms, Obviously, you are going to be in competition with other people that have a similar skill set, so make sure that your profile is very thorough and very detailed. Now, next up, we have one of my personal favorites because this is one of my income streams, and that is self-publishing on Amazon KDP. Now, there's a lot of fluff on the internet that will tell you that this is easy. If you're lazy, you can make loads of money still doing this, that you can download a generic journal from Canva and that you're going to make a lot of money, and it's simply not true. But what KDP is a legitimate way of making money if you can create books that are of value, that are interesting, that are visually stimulating. But it takes a time, it takes effort, and it takes skill to be able to create these books. Now, the type of things that you might think about publishing are high content books, so those are your novels. You might want to think about children's books, workbooks, notebooks, planners, journals. You might want to focus on ebooks and how-to guides, which are very popular right now. You might want to think more about activity books and log books, puzzle books. Or maybe you're a budding poet and you might want to create poetry books. Whatever route you decide to go down, make sure that you are putting time and effort into creating products that are quality, that are going to give value to the customer when they buy them. Make sure you create something that you are proud of. And the great thing about KDP is that this is something that you can build up over time. KDP is not about pumping out as many books as you can possibly do, because the chances are the quality is not going to be that great. So think of it like a marathon. Build up a bank of books that you're proud of. And lastly, we have Etsy. Now, this is a great route for all of you creative people that are watching. Whether you make handmade crafts, you collect vintage items that you can resell, or you want to create digital products, or even do print on demand, Etsy is a great platform. You can choose to sell physical products. You might create stickers or tumblers or those kind of things that you are physically making at your own home, and then you send them out to the customer yourself. You might want to go down the more digital route. Now, this can be creating your own artwork. Maybe you're a whiz at photography and you take really beautiful photos, and then you can sell those as a digital download so that people can use them for wall art. You might want to think about creating digital products that people can use within their businesses, in their organization and planning, in marketing and social media. Or you might choose to outsource your products. So you're going to design something really cool, and then you use a platform such as Printify, and they will fulfill that order for you. So if you want to make t-shirts and jumpers and you don't necessarily have the budget to be able to buy the equipment yourself right now, using a platform such as Printify means that you create a design. So you create a t-shirt, you put your design onto it, and then you advertise it on Etsy, and then when a customer buys it, Printify takes over. They will make that item and ship it out to the customer for you, so you don't have to deal with any of that side. Now, again, just like KDP, there are a lot of videos telling you that it is so simple to make money this way, that, you can make tens of thousands straight away by creating really generic products. And the reality is that if you are planning to do that, you're probably not going to make much, if any, money at all. The way to make these kind of platforms work is to really think outside of the box. Make sure that you do your research in your niches to create products that are actually going to sell, that people are looking for, and then create really unique, beautiful products. So there we have just 8 ideas for you to start an at-home business. Of course, there are many, many more. If you have any other ideas for ways that people can make money online or at home, then drop a comment down below and let us all know. And remember, none of these things are get-rich-quick schemes. So when you're thinking about starting a business, make sure that you choose something that you are passionate about, that you have the skill set for, because otherwise you're just going to burn out really quickly. And research is going to be your friend when you start any of these, and be unique in what you offer, whether it is in a product or a service. And remember that you are your selling point. If you found this video helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.